This is the Kindy Rockstars Podcast, Season 6. Bringing you incredibly talented singers, artists, creators, and producers in the genre of children's music. I'm your host, Patrick Adams. Each episode will feature songs, album features, or video features, and great stories from the artists themselves. Kindy Rockstars Season 6 is proud to be supported and sponsored by Waldmania Public Relations, serving the family entertainment community for over 20 years, and Debbie Derryberry Kids. Debbie Derryberry, one of Hollywood's most active and sought-after voiceover artists, is best known for voicing Jimmy Neutron in the Academy Award-nominated film Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, and Draculaura in Monster High. A lifetime musician and songwriter, Debbie has written and recorded 4 award-winning preschool music albums. Her song Baby Banana hit number 1 on Sirius XM Kid. Her song, written with Grammy-winning artist Lisa Loeb, called The Compost Bin, has won a Napa Award. Her latest album, Gotta Go Green, also a Napa winner, is all about giving kids tangible ways to save the earth through recycling, composting, reducing carbon footprint, and more. Her YouTube channel, Debbie Derryberry Kids, combines her love of cartoons and music with delightful animated videos of her songs. Children listen as well as watch, so a visual component is so important. Kindy Rockstars thanks you so much for your support, and now, on with the show. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Kindy Rockstars, and I am really happy to have back on the show with me today, Andy Z. Welcome back, Andy.
Thank you for having me back, Patrick.
All right, to check out Andy Z's story and journey into children's music, go back to Season 4, Episode 14, and check that out. We featured the monkey dance back then. On today's show, we're going to be featuring your new album called My Voice and sharing some songs from that album. But before we get into all that, we had you on the show about 2 years ago. What have you been up to since the last time we talked?
Well, I've been up to so much that I can barely encapsulate it in my brain. But things have been, as far as performances go, things have been getting busier and busier. And this year has been my busiest year in, I'd say, years. I mean, even before the pandemic. So I've been very, very busy there. And finally, I'd say about mid last year, I said, you know what? I've got to somehow find the time to do this album, because I'd been meaning to do it for several years, because the last album I did was 2018, the last full-length album, and then I was just releasing singles and EPs in between that time. And I actually released a few singles last year as well. But I finally carved out some time and got really serious in my studio about doing my new album. And so I started that in the fall of last year, and took it right up until June 30th of this year, and then it was done. And now it's going to be coming out on August 29th officially. So, yeah,
cool.
My Voice. Yes.
All right. Well, let's talk about that album. Tell us stories about that. What kind of inspired it? What inspired the songs?
Yeah, well, there were a lot of inspirations. I mean, I'd say it's one of my most well-rounded albums, in that there's a lot of different types of family music / children's music songs, and they're all on the same album, but somehow I was able to get them to mesh together on the same album and actually flow, and I don't know quite how I did that, but but it worked out. So yeah, and a few of the songs are a few of my original songs are personal, in that they inspired by my son. My son Gio is 7.5 now, but the first song on the album, "Song for My Baby," is the song that I wrote when he was first born, when he was a little baby, and then the second to last song on the album, "It's Not Your Fault," is a song about some things he was dealing with in class, basically, first grade and that kind of thing. So, and that inspired me to write about that as well. Then a lot of the songs are songs that I've been wanting to record. My takes on traditional songs, or even a few songs that I've been performing for like, a couple of decades, but I never really put on an album. So it's like a mix of all those things. And there's a little bit of my Andy Z kind of audio story type songs as well. And then there's some songs that are accessible to older kids as well. So it's kind of, it's a mix, but somehow it all works. And I'm very thankful for that, however it happened. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you produced this album, right?
I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah. One thing I know about you is you have a producer's ear, and you hear things and stuff like that. So I figured you probably did that.
Oh yeah, I hear things all the time. No, I'm just kidding. No, no, yeah, no. It's I love doing that, and I feel like my engineering skills have finally like kind of are meeting up with my producing skills finally after all these years. I feel that it's really they're almost neck and neck now. So we'll hopefully that trend continues, and I really enjoy doing it. So
it's in our industry, it's an amazing skill to have.
Yeah, very useful as well, and cost effective.
Exactly.
So, yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, you want to talk about a few of the songs here?
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right. Well, we're going to feature 5, and we're going to kick it off with the title track called My Voice. Tell us about this one.
Okay. My Voice is actually a song that I had partially, like, I just have kept it in the back of my mind for, I'd say, years and years and years. And I said, you know what? I really love this premise, and I love the idea of singing a song where you can be silly, but you're also telling your kids how different ways you can use your voice, and fast and slow, but then also how to use your voice to say no and that kind of thing when speak up when you're not liking what's going on. And finally, I was just inspired. I said, okay, well, My Voice is a great song, a great title for the album, but it also is going to be that song. I'm going to finish that song. So I just sat with it, and then literally, I woke up one morning when I decided I was going to do it, and I wrote the rest of the song, and then I came up with like what I wanted the instrumentation to be, and added the banjo, and I thought that was really fun. So yeah, that's and it's the title track, and it's I think it's really fun. I hope it comes across very fun, because it was meant to be that.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. All right. Well, let's play it right now. Here it is. My Voice by Andy Z.
I have a gift, it's called my voice, and with my voice I have a choice. I can sing real high, I can sing real low, I can sing real fast, I can sing real slow. With the gift that's called my voice, I have a gift, it's called my voice, and with my voice I have a choice. I can sing real loud, I can sing real soft, I can sing real on, I can sing real off. With the gift that's called my voice, I have a gift, it's called my voice, and with my voice I have a choice. I can say goodbye, I can say hello. If I don't like that, I can tell you so. No! With the gift that's called my voice, I have a gift, it's called my voice, and with my voice I have a choice. I can sing real smooth, I can sing real rough, I can sing for you till you've heard enough of the gift that's called my voice.
And that was My Voice. All right, next song we're going to talk about is called Flutter, Flutter, Butterfly. Talk to us about this one.
Well said, Patrick.
Thank you.
It could be like a little troublesome.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, tongue twister, yes. Flutter, Flutter, Butterfly. That is a very recent song that I wrote relatively speaking. And yeah, when it came to me, I think it was like the beginning of the year, actually, in January. And I think I was, all I remember is just finishing it up because I actually, I think I got sick at the beginning of the year. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, I mean, with the kid in first grade at the time, yeah, he was. Just,
believe me, I know.
All sorts of goodies. Yeah.
we get it all.
So it was a particularly nasty little bug, and so I just, I had time. I was forced to have time, So I basically practiced what I had already kind of heard in my head, basically, because I knew what the song was going to sound like, but I couldn't execute the guitar part yet. So I just practiced it, and then I learned it well enough, and then slowly but surely added the other parts, and then I got my colleague, I guess my fellow musician, she's my harmony vocalist, higher harmony, female vocalist, when I do band shows. I do like a handful of band shows a year, and most of them are solo, but her name's Carla Kane, and she's awesome. And she also plays ukulele too, and actually she plays ukulele on a couple of songs on the new album, on My Voice. But she's the basically the harmony vocal on this one, and I really this song actually gives me the the warm feeling. I love nature, and I really feel for the plight of the butterfly right now too. So it's really important, I think, too, to kind of, tell the story. I mean, how incredible this pollinator is, right? I mean, how it can migrate from North America, from southern Canada, North America to Mexico every year and back, and it's just incredible. And so I'm glad I was able to write a sweet tune about it.
All right, well, we're gonna play that now. Here it is. Flutter, Flutter, Butterfly by Andy Z.
Flutter, flutter, butterfly, it's your time today. Flutter, flutter, butterfly, there's no time to wait. Oh, you've got a long way to go to make your way down to Mexico. Flutter, flutter, butterfly, it's your time today. Flutter, flutter, butterfly, cross the hills and plains. Flutter, flutter, butterfly, hope you come my way. Oh, you're such a wonder to see, and your beauty makes my heart fill with glee. Flutter, flutter, butterfly, come and visit me. Flutter, butterfly, now you've reached the end. Flutter, flutter, butterfly, welcome back, my friend. And soon new lives will begin and make their way up north in the spring. Flutter, flutter, butterfly, going home again.
And that was Flutter, Flutter, Butterfly. All right, kind of sticking with that theme, we're going to talk about a song called Mariposa Vuela. Tell us about this one.
Well, this one basically is Flutter, Flutter, Butterfly. The music is identical, but I really wanted to do a Spanish version of this song. And at first, I was thinking, well, I know enough Spanish where I could do, where I could attempt translating it, But I wanted to collaborate with somebody, and it's always better to collaborate with someone who if you want a Spanish version, you should. It's best to collaborate with someone that's their primary language, because
Yeah.
not only do they know, all the syntax and all the words basically, and how to put them together correctly. They also know culturally how things work, and I could literally translate, flutter, flutter, butterfly into Spanish, but somebody who actually has Spanish as a first language would read it and say, well, yeah, technically those are the right words, but somebody would never say that who speaks Spanish, somebody would never word it that way, because it just isn't part of the language, or
Yeah.
the cultural language. So anyway, I thought of I approached Andres, because I wanted to actually, at first I was just thinking, okay, well, I can translate it, and I can have ask Christina from Uno, Dos, Tres, Andres, so Andres and Christina, ask them if they would collaborate with me on it, and if she could sing the harmony vocal for the Spanish translation version. And basically what it ended up happening is I said, you know what? Why don't would you mind would you mind just translating it, and you could do the words, you do the words and put it to the music. And they went even a step further. I mean, they Andres sung, and I didn't even I originally was going to sing one of the parts, but it just is so much better with somebody again, a native speaker. So Andres sang two parts, and Christina sang the main part. And then they even had another vocalist that they work with do some supporting parts. So when all was said and done, there were like 10 parts, and they sent the stems to me. They sent the parts to me, and I imported them in and mixed them all and everything, and it ended up being this just epic, party type atmosphere. Like, this is a celebration of the butterfly, right? My flutter is sweet, is real sweet and nice and sincere. And this one is like fiesta time, right? It's just really like upbeat, and there's all these like colorful parts in it, and just a lot of multiple part harmony and calm response and all this stuff. So ended up sounding really, I was really just, it's cool because it's a contrast. Same exact music, nothing changed in the music, but because of the vocals and because of the language, it was just a completely different experience. So on the album, I put one right after the other, just like you're going to do. You're going to put
Exactly.
one right after
Yep. And Andres and Christina are two of the sweetest people I've ever met.
Yes.
So it's great that you were able to work with them on this one.
We love them.
Yeah, this is fun. All right, well, we're going to play it now. Here it is. Mariposa Vuela by Andy Z, featuring Uno, Dos, Tres, Andres.
Vuela, vuela, mariposa, hay que volar. Mariposa, hay que volar. El viaje es largo y ya no puedes esperar. Tienes un camino que andar. Vas volando rumbo a Michoacán. Vuela, vuela, mariposa, hay que volar. Mariposa, hay que volar. Hay colinas, hay llanuras por cruzar. Hay llanuras por cruzar. Quizás tu viaje te traiga volando por acá. Vuela, vuela. Tus colores me hacen soñar. Tu belleza espectacular.
And that was Mariposa Vuela. All right, we're going to start talking about a song here called It's Not Your Fault. Talk to us about this one.
This one is based on a personal, I guess, family matter, and it's inspired by my son, who was first grade at the time, I believe, but he had to deal, as so many kids do, with a couple of bullies, basically, at school, and people, kids. My son, everybody can say this about their kid, but truly, I see it in my son. My son is sweet by nature, so he would never think to do anything like that to anybody else. But at the same time, when when other kids do that to him, or even if it's just a few kids or whatever, he takes personal responsibility for it. In other words, he's like, well, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing to, that's making them want to bully, pick on me or whatever, or tease me. And that's what came to me. And it was a stream of consciousness thing, actually. I wrote the whole song and music and all. I mean, it just literally just got downloaded somehow, because I'm sure it was ruminating, because it was a very intense subject for us, and it was really affecting me deeply. Just God, what do I do to make my son understand this? It's not your fault. So this is the song that came from that, basically, from all those things that happened. And he's still dealing with these kinds of things, but I just keep trying to instill in him, really, it's not your fault. It's nothing you did wrong to warrant kids acting mean to you or doing whatever they're doing that's not cool. So anyway, yeah, that's the gist of it.
Yeah, I know. It's a subject matter I wish we didn't have to still worry about these days, but
and I the reason I put it on the album was for that reason too, to sing for my son, but then also to sing for families who have kids that are the same way, that are nice kids and would never think of bullying anybody, but are being bullied, as a way to to reach families too, at least give them that, God, I feel that too, I get it. So yeah, that's the reason.
Yep.
That's another reason.
All right. Well, we're going to check this one out now. Here it is. It's Not Your Fault by Andy Z.
When you say hello and the person you do ignores you on purpose, that's just plain rude. It's not you. It's not your fault. When you want to join in and they won't let you play, don't think you're wrong, and it's not worth your time anyway. 'Cause it's not your fault. Don't carry the blame on your shoulders. A pebble can feel like a boulder, just weigh you down when you're older and you're meant to fly. Someone says words that hurt you inside. Don't take them in. Don't run and hide. It's alright. And it's not your fault. Don't carry the blame on your shoulders. A pebble can feel like a boulder, just weigh you down when you're older and you're meant to fly. Meant to fly. don't give your light to anyone.
And that was It's Not Your Fault. We're going to close out the song features here with a song called Buzzabee. Tell us about this one.
We'll be back after a quick break.
When every volunteer is a lifeline and every voice makes a difference, that's Texas Together. Each episode, we spotlight the people, stories, and missions that unite the Lone Star State. From nonprofits making an impact in our communities to musicians, influencers, and everyday Texans with extraordinary stories. If you love Texas and the voices that shape it, this is your podcast. My name's Hondo, inviting you to listen to the Texas Together podcast, available on Buzzsprout and wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, Buzzabee. Buzzabee is a song that I believe I wrote in a parking lot. In a parking lot outside of a mall that I was about to perform in, and I think it was like a year ago or something like that. And I don't know how. I always wanted to do a song about my bee character, because I have a lot of characters over the years that populate the imaginary world of Andyland. So there's audio stories about it and the Andyland series and all that stuff. And one of the early characters is her name's Buzzabee, right? And she's a buzzity bee, see? And so I wanted to tell the story of Buzzabee, and also educate, but tell the story of how these bees work together in the hive, the drones and the babies and and the worker bees, and what they do and how they what the function is and what they bring back to the hive and the pollen and so the whole thing, and really I think it was just an excuse to learn how to play the nose flute. No, I'm just kidding. No, I actually I heard like a solo, like a really silly, funny solo, and what I'm thinking in my head when I'm talking, when I'm thinking of the Buzzabee song, is her just buzzing around, and then the chorus is basically just buzzing, buzzabee, buzz. And landing, so at the shows, if I have a bee puppet with me, I just have them land on the kid's head, just like, that kind of thing. So that's the whole idea there. But I thought, God, what is that what am I hearing in my head? What kind of, this is not a harmonica. This is not, and I just realized it is actually the sound of a nose flute. I go, I need to buy a nose flute. I need to learn how to play a nose flute. And so that's the funny part of this. That's a funny little tidbit of this song. But he also features upright bass, stand-up bass from one of my most talented friends, fellow musical colleague, and he's right here in the Bay Area. His name's David Sands, and he not only helps me when my ears are about to collapse because I'm from fatigue and engineering. He's my little stopgap, or he's my little he's my engineering consultant. Whereas like, okay, I really can't hear this right now. Here, can you listen to it and see what's going on? That kind of thing. But not only that, he's a extremely talented bass player, and he plays upright bass. So he's playing the jazz, the jazz style upright bass on this song, and he also plays the bass, upright bass on the first track on the album, Song for My Baby. So just really blessed to have so many talented people around me.
Absolutely. All right,
yeah.
Let's play this song. Here it is, Buzzabee by Andy Z.
Isabel is a buzzity bee, lives in a hive at the top of a tree, buzzing off to work at the break of day, while the babies and the daddies got a mate in the shade. You can hear the girl buzzing from a mile away, and she goes by the name of the sound that she makes. A buzz, a buzz, a buzz, a buzz, a bee, buzz, a bee, buzz, a buzz, a buzz, a buzz, a buzz. A buzz, a buzz, a buzz, a buzz, a bee, buzz, a bee, buzz, a buzz, a buzz, a buzz, a buzz. A buzz, buzz, a 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 buzz. Bouncing on blossom to the buzzarded beat, picking up pollen on the soles of her feet. Back to the hive where the honey is made, giving up the goods with a shakety shake. When she finds a field of flowers, make no mistake, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, pollinate. Buzz a buzz a buzz a buzz a bee, buzz a bee, buzz a buzz a buzz a buzz a buzz. A buzz a buzz a buzz a buzz a bee, buzz a bee, buzz a buzz a buzz a buzz a buzz. A buzz 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 a buzz. Hey, Miss Bell. Isabel is a buzzarded bee, lives in a hive at the top of a tree, with a whole lot of ladies and a buzzarded queen, keeping mom safe as a part of the team. Well, the jelly is royal and the castle is clean, it's a Buzzabee honeybee jubilee. Buzz a buzz 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 a bee, buzz a bee, buzz a buzz a buzz a buzz a buzz. A buzz a buzz a buzz a buzz a bee, buzz a bee, buzz a buzz a buzz a buzz a buzz. A buzz 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 a buzz. A buzz 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 a buzz. A buzz 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 a.
And that was Buzzabee. All right, that wraps up the album feature. The album is called My Voice. By the time this podcast is out, that album should be out. So, Andy, let everybody know, where can they stream, download, and purchase that album, and how can they find and connect with you?
Okay, well, people, everybody can stream it on all the major, streaming radio services and music services. So all your Spotify's and everything basically. Also, it's available on Bandcamp for digital purchase, and I even made some CDs for this one too. So, which is incredible. I didn't know anybody wanted them, but actually, some people who were reviewing the album wanted a CD. So I said, okay, well, I'll just do a short run, and then a few people actually have already bought them, and I'm like, wow, okay. So, so I'm offering those on Bandcamp too, but you can get to all of that stuff from andyz.com. That's the easiest way to get my music if you want to purchase it, or even if you want to just click on one of the links, any of the links, the Spotify link, the Amazon Music link, etc. Especially the Pandora link, because I have a lot of listeners on Pandora. And in order to get a hold of us, me/us, which is mostly me, but not only me, A to Z Productions, Andy Z, A to Z Productions, and info@andyz.com is the surefire way, or just go to andyz.com and contact us. Fill out the contact us form. It's just a real easy, simple form on the homepage, and get a hold of us that way. And then also 650-257-0743 is the official A to Z Productions number if you prefer that.
Very good.
And you can also text on that number too. Message.
Awesome. And Facebook, Instagram, where can they find you and follow you?
So Facebook is Andy at Andy Z Music. But if you want to tag me, unfortunately, with the way Facebook is really not working so well for me, I can't do anything about it. But you have to enter in basically the whole thing before the Andy Z page comes up. So it's like at Andy Z Music. And it comes in when you enter the C, the last C. And then Instagram is Andy in Andyland, all one word.
Very good. All right. What's the next big thing coming up for Andy Z?
I don't know, man. I'm right in the middle of this whole thing right now. So it's like, I think I'm going to try and take a breath. That's what I'm going to do. Because this was such an undertaking and it happened so quickly. But it turned out, I'm just very happy with the way everything turned out. But I think I'll need to take a little breather, but I'll probably go right back into doing something, recording. I actually think what I would like to do, because I've already in with past songs that I have on past albums, I've been able to tie these songs to curriculum. But I'm getting very serious about that actually, because my wife is actually a curriculum writer, and she also knows, can tie activities to the curriculum and things like that. So I think I'm going to start with my voice and take some of those songs and tie them to curriculum and do some videos, some YouTube videos that are educational, and then also add an activity as well that the kids can do. So, and see where that goes, because I mean, it's always been a good match, my songs and my content and education. But I think it's probably about time to maybe marry those together a little more, and then I've got a new album that I'm eventually going to do. And it's going to be kind of a weird, kind of older kids kind of dance album, actually, is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
I've already got some of the songs for it. It's going to be called It's a Yay Kind of Day, I think. Yes, because that's title track. But gosh, I mean, I can't take that on now. So we'll see. Maybe next year,
Yeah. Well, while you're sitting in parking lots and stuff like that, those songs will come to you.
Yeah. Yes. I will finish them while drinking my coffee.
I have pulled over on the side of the road to type notes into my phone. That's
Staring at cheesecake. Yeah, staring at the Cheesecake Factory sign. I will finish.
All right. Well, Andy, it's great having you back on the show, and we're going to give everybody a little bonus out there. I was lucky enough to get to work with Andy on an 80s cover song. That I worked with many artists on doing songs, great songs from the 80s. And Andy was one of the few that I said, hey, which song would you like to do? So the song that you picked was
Stand by REM.
Stand.
Yeah.
So so we went ahead and worked on that, and that was my experience getting to kind of work with Andy and understanding that's where I had the observation about the producer's ear, which just impressed me to no end. The things that you were able to hear in a song, it's like, oh man, I gotta get that. But
I gotta get blessing and a curse. Blessing and a curse. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, but it's
good thing
so yeah. Talk a little about your reasoning for picking that song, and your kind of thoughts overall about how it turned out.
That song has always reminded me of a kid-friendly song. It just sounds like a kid-friendly song. I mean, and it's got simple lyrics when you think about it, for the most part. Yeah, especially the chorus, and that's really what most people pay attention to, right? Stand in the place where it's kid-friendly in that way. And all I could think of is when I was thinking of doing Stan, I was thinking of the time that Michael Stipe was a guest on Sesame Street. I said, because he was actually the lead singer, from REM, and I said, this would be a song that's cool because it's an '80s hit, and it was on adult radio, but it's also got this like family music friendly kind of vibe to it, right? Very positive, and so that's why. That's why I wanted to do that one, and I'm glad you said, "What, are you kidding me?" You didn't say, "What are you kidding me?" You said, "Yeah, let's do it." So, thank you.
Very good. No, it's one of the REM songs I really like. My favorite one's probably a bit of an obscure REM song, but it's Pop Song '89.
I know that one. Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite of theirs.
I like Driver 8. That's a really good song.
That's another good one. Well, we're going to play that song here as we exit. Andy, thank you so much for coming back on the show. I wish you best of luck with this new album. Hope to see you at some point here in the future at a function, whether it's the Grammys or something, when you're collecting an award or.
I think I'll be there. I mean, I'll be there. Well, yeah, hopefully collecting an award, but I believe I'm going to be at the next Grammy weekend anyway. So if you're there, maybe I hope I see you.
I plan on being there. So yeah, it'll be great.
All right, cool. Well then it's a date.
Awesome.
Very good.
All right. Here it is, folks. Stand by Andy Z and me.
place where you live. Now face north. Think about direction, wonder why you haven't now. Stand in the place where you work. Now face west. Think about the place where you live, wonder why you haven't before. Your feet are going to be on the ground. Your head is there to move you around. If wishes were trees, the trees would be falling. Listen to reason, season is calling. Stand in the place where you live. Now face north. Think about direction, wonder why you haven't now. Stand in the place where you work. Now face west. Think about the place where you live, wonder why you haven't before. Wishes were trees, the trees would be falling. Listen to reason, reason is calling. Your feet are going to be on the ground. Your head is there to move you around. So stand. Now face north. Think about direction, wonder why you haven't now. Stand. Now face west. Think about the place where you live, wonder why you haven't. Stand in the place where you live. Now face north. Think about direction, wonder why you haven't now. Stand in the place where you work. Now face west. Think about the place where you live, wonder why you haven't.